Hi guys, I'm Veronica Wilson, and we're supposed to give a speech about a story from our lives that has a moral to it. And I wanted to share a story from when I was a kid. I was about 7 years old, and I lived in a rough neighborhood. I guess you could call it a ghetto. And I was one of the few white girls there, so I would get picked on a lot. And there was one boy who will leave his name out. He was a few years older than me, and he would pick on me a lot to try to fit in with all the other kids who were picking on me. And one of the things that he did was that as I was riding my bike down the sidewalk, he would hide behind a big tree that was in front of his house, and he would constantly trip me off my bike. And at the time I didn't wear glasses, so I couldn't see him, and I couldn't see very well who it was at first. But then I found out that it was him, and one day I decided to stop my bike shortly before the tree to see if he was back there, and of course he was. I told him, you need to stop this. You can't keep doing this to me. I could get really hurt. If you don't stop it, then I'm going to have to defend myself. And he laughed in my face and decided to push me to the ground anyway. And so I got very upset. I got up and I punched him square in the face. I actually gave him a bloody nose and knocked out his 2 front teeth. And he never bothered me again after that. I know it's a short story, but I felt that it had a good moral. That if you're being bullied, sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. You have to put your foot down and tell them, hey, this keeps happening, there's going to be consequences. And whether it's you or an adult that deals out those consequences, can drastically change the situation. In my case, actually doing it myself worked. But obviously violence is not the answer to everything. And I probably could have told my parents instead, but I felt like it was something that I had to deal with by myself. Hope you enjoyed my speech, my story, and I look forward to listening to all your guys' stories.